Welcome back to the Wednesday TTS Daily with me, Yi. I hope you enjoyed the Tuesday Tamer TTS Daily yesterday because it's Wednesday today and the gloves are on. So we have 3 stories today, trigger warning for all of them. First up, this is the biggest story coming out of Malaysia where one content creator gave a homeless man chicken bones. Next up, back in Singapore locally, where an argument in an MRT led to a kick being deployed. Lastly, a lady was hounded by her ex-boyfriend over the years until he has finally been charged in court. So, let's kick things off. No puns intended to the second story. Pretty sure everyone has seen this viral video even though it has been officially deleted but have been reposted by literally almost everyone. It shows 3 guys at the start of the video saying in Chinese that we are gonna do a kind thing. We're gonna do charity literally. Then they are seen in the next scene seated at this famous fast food restaurant eating fried chicken, and then they say, let's do something. Let's 做一个善事, and let's not waste these chicken bones. So they wrap up a bowl of rice, stick all the chicken bones into it, wrap it up, and then proceed to give it to this homeless guy who opens it up, looks at the rice with all the bones sticking in it, and gave a very bewildered and very confused expression on his face. He then proceeds to close the packet of rice with the chicken bones inside and put it aside. Wow, this video caused an outrage in Malaysia and all over Asia, and I'm sure this news is going big and big and big and big. People are really outraged because this creator is famous. Okay, he's huge. He has like 100k on I to the G. He has like 700k on TT, our favorite TT app. And his content is basically prank content. Here is the thing that I don't get. I'm never a fan of prank content unless it is wholesome pranks. As I've mentioned before, I'm saying it right here probably for the 3rd time, wholesome pranks are when you do pranks without affecting others, Maybe you're just having a funny conversation between 2 friends in the public, or maybe you pretend to be on the phone and you say these really embarrassing things regarding to yourself. That's all, just affecting yourself. So people around you just listen to it and have a good laugh. These are called wholesome pranks, okay? But his content is not wholesome pranks, okay? They received so much backlash, they had to take down all the video, and he had this apology video right here where he explains that they and the homeless man in the video, they actually pack up. Pack up means they had a collaboration. It was actually a skit, okay, an act. They already told the man, could you act with us, and after that we will give you KFC. Oops, did I say KFC? I mean, after that we will give you this fast food restaurant, with the fried chicken. And he explains here that after the skit, they gave the man a portion of rice and 2 fried chicken, also shown here, okay, in his apology video, okay? So at the end of the video, in his apology video, they can be seen walking off, waving to the man bye, and they said, 今天我们做了一个善事. That means today we did a good thing. Today we did a kind deed. Wow, I mean, we have reached this point in time where we have to film ourselves doing a kind deed. Is it now? So that we can get validated of, oh yeah, you are a good person. Did you need validation that you are a kind person or something? And people are really outraged because it seems that just from the apology video itself, it is blatantly obvious that they don't even understand what was wrong with the whole idea, okay? They said this was the first of a whole video series, okay? So they planned, this was part 1, and part 2, part 3, part 4, they were planning to maybe show actually they gave food to the man, and they were planning to do more kind stuff. So they want to go the kindness route now. Is this like a transitioning from a prank content creator to kindness content? Because kindness content, most of us have watched tons of it, right? But there is one key thing about kindness content is that when you do kindness content with people, underprivileged people like the homeless man, okay, you don't put them in a situation where they feel humiliated, okay? You do good, you do kind deeds to them, you make them feel good. You do not make them feel that they have to be in a skit where they are actually being humiliated and afterwards they are rewarded with a portion of rice and 2 fried chicken. Do you not see how grave of a mistake this is? You want to do kindness content, this was a new series, but yet your kindness content involve the people that you want to reach out and help to by making them do skits where they are actually being humiliated. Think about it this way, okay? You said that you and the homeless man had a collab, right? So basically you had to tell him that, friend, we like to do a skit with you, and after that we'll give you, this food, this rice and the 2 fried chicken. And then the skit is so and so and so. But I mean, think about it this way, if not for your fried chicken, would he have agreed to be put in a state where, honestly, he was being stepped on and humiliated in that video, He was already super underprivileged, a homeless, and he has to open up on camera your packet of rice with the chicken bones sticking in it. That's why people got so outraged, because you don't even understand. You have zero empathy. Do you have feelings? Okay, so update as of now. And as of August 5th, 2025, the Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission (MCMC) have launched an investigation under Section 233 of the Communications and Multimedia Act 1998 for creating offensive content. We will let you know more when we know more. All she wanted was to put her bag on the empty seat beside her in the MRT, but what she got back in return was a kick to the tummy. This happened on December 5th, 2024, when Lady A, 66 years old, boarded the MRT at Clementi MRT station around 10:30 AM. She entered, sat down, the seat next to her is empty, and she placed her bag there. At around 11 AM, Lady B, 47-year-old Singaporean, boarded the train at Paya Lebar MRT station. And she found a seat, she sat down, and apparently she sat down so forcefully that it hit and struck Lady A's back. Lady A then told Lady B, "You could have just told me to move my bag." Lady B then told Lady A, "I don't think you should have placed your bag on an empty seat." And that led to a dispute. During this dispute, Lady B started picking up her phone, pointing it towards Lady A. Lady A responded by smiling, giving a peace sign, taking her own mobile phone and pointing it back at Lady B. This infuriated Lady B, who then snatched Lady A's phone, and then Lady A obviously has to try to get her phone back, leading to like a physical, scuffle. And in this altercation, Lady B kicked out at Lady A at the abdomen area, the tummy area. Thankfully, a passenger on that carriage pressed the emergency stop button. MRT staff entered and intervened. Now, on August 5th, 2025, Lady B pleaded guilty to 1 count of voluntarily causing hurt, and she was fined 4,000 Singapore dollars. This was considered a high fine due to the public nature of the offence on an MRT train, and also it caused a commotion, and also, most importantly, it led to an emergency stop. So all I want to say is, just be kind to your fellow passengers, If a seat is occupied by a bag, just ask whose seat is this, instead of first sitting down forcefully and maybe, unintentionally hitting that bag that you don't even know belongs to who. But of course, you could also say that, come on, if you see the train is getting full, maybe you shouldn't be using your belongings to occupy an empty seat that which could be used for other passengers. The main thing is, if you were just to be kind and courteous, extend a little patience and kindness to each other fellow passengers, that wouldn't have led to an emergency stop. That emergency stop got everyone in the whole line delayed to wherever they need to be, and it was in the morning, right? So, As Miss Chang stepped out of her workplace into the quiet night of March 1st, 2024 at International Plaza, Singapore, never would she have expected the night would turn out to be a night of terror and abduction from a face she is familiar with, her ex, Mr. Chua. This is your last story of the day. Follow us for more. Before we get there, we have to go back to the beginning. In 2021, Miss Chang joined an aesthetic clinic where she met Mr. Chua, the clinic's founder and doctor. In 2022, they began dating romantically, but there were a lot of frequent arguments. The relationship was really rocky. By March 2023, Miss Chang tendered her resignation to the clinic. On April 1st, 2023, around 8 p.m., Mr. Chua arrived at Miss Chang's apartment and forced his way inside when she opened the door. Mr. Chua has the suspicion that Miss Chang has been cheating on him. He started throwing items around the place and even pushed her, which caused her head to hit the wall. He then took her laptop and hairdryer and left. I know, why a hairdryer? An hour later, he returned and urged her to reconsider her resignation. When she didn't reply to him, he grew more upset and angered. He snatched her phone and this time her condo gate remote. During this second scuffle of the night, Mr. Chua pushed Miss Chang, causing her to fall and this time hitting her head on the floor. He then left with her belongings. However, at midnight, he returned to the condo lobby, this time telling Miss Chang to exchange her phone for her house keys. She did so and he left. Take note, at this point, their relationship was deteriorating day by day. On May 24, 2003, Mr. Chua picked up Miss Chang after a dinner to drive her home. At her apartment, he suggested to Miss Chang, how about you keep some of your personal belonging at my place and I keep some of my personal belonging at your place, like a sort of way to secure the relationship, to strengthen the bond. But Miss Chang refused and quickly left his car. Mr. Chua was so angered, he started bombarding Miss Chang with messages and calls on the app T to the G, and when she didn't respond, he started messaging her through a mobile game. And as you can see, he even threatened to share intimate photos of her. And now we go back to March 1st, 2024, where around 10 p.m, Miss Chang just left her new workplace at International Plaza. Mr. Chua pulled up in his car as Miss Chang has been ignoring his multiple calls that day. Despite her rejections, he got out, cried and begged her to enter his car. When she refused, he grabbed Miss Chang in a bear hug and forced her into his car, slammed the door and sped off. At a traffic junction, Miss Chang tried to escape through the car window but was quickly pulled back in by Mr. Chua, as you can see here. She then told him that she needed to feed her cats, so he agreed to drive to her apartment. Near her apartment, while he was preoccupied with Miss Chang's phone, Miss Chang jumped out the car window and ran across the road. But Mr. Chua was quick. He gave chase and actually tackled Miss Chang to the ground and then dragged her back towards the car. Thankfully, Miss Chang managed to break free and ran to a condo security guard who shielded her. Mr. Chua then fled with her belongings still in his car, while Miss Chang suffered multiple abrasions and bruises from this ordeal. Several hours later, Mr. Chua was arrested in the early morning of March 2nd, 2024 at a hotel basement in Novena. Now on August 5th, 2025, he has pleaded guilty to 4 charges: criminal force, intentional harassment, causing hurt and unlawful restraint. His sentencing is set for October 1st, 2025. Court documents have noted Mr. Chua to be diagnosed with major depressive disorder, but the prosecution argued that he was sound of mind during the abduction. A report was requested to assess his suitability for a mandatory treatment order instead of jail time, and the prosecution is seeking a compensation order based on Miss Chang's medical bills, and she has also submitted her own compensation claim for the harm caused.